Hi there, for today's lesson, we are going to be reviewing biography. Yesterday we learned about it and today will be a little review. So, biography. A biography tells about the life of a real person. So whenever we are reading a biography, we're not going to be reading about a fictional made-up character. This person is real, okay? So here are the characteristics of a biography. We have why the person is important, events from the person's life, so things that happened throughout their life, where they were born, where they went to school, different things they did. Information about the person, where the person lived, worked, traveled, ways the person made a difference in the world. So what did they do that made a difference, okay? Then we'll also notice things like photographs or artwork over the person we're learning about. Events in order from earliest to latest. So whenever we are learning about this person and reading this biography, they're not going to put things out of order. We start usually from the earliest things in their life to the latest things in their life, okay? And then we should usually see a timeline with dates telling important events that happened in this person's life. So yesterday we read the story the biography over Amelia Earhart, and we learned all these different facts about her and her life. We learned that she was the first person to fly solo over the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. She was the first woman to fly over the Atlantic Ocean. So she did some really important and things and made a difference, right? Let's go ahead and take a few moments to learn about someone else. We're going to look at a new biography and talk about the characteristics. All right, this biography right here is over Eleanor Roosevelt, First Lady and Equal Rights Advocate, by Grace Hanson. So, as we read this story, please look out for those characteristics that we talked about. Where did the character live? Where did they travel? Why are they important? What kind of difference do they make? Is there artwork? A timeline? Photographs? Pay attention to those kind of things. And also, does the story start off with this person's early life to the latest part of their life? Eleanor Roosevelt. Early life, that's a good clue. That's what we just talked about. Anna Eleanor Roosevelt was born on October 11th, 1884. She grew up in New York City, New York. Photographs. Eleanor was a shy child. She did not feel important. She left for England at age 15. She went to boarding school. There, she became a strong person. So is this an event from her life, something that happened? That's part of the biography, a characteristic. Eleanor returned home ready to make a difference. She started work at a settlement house. She taught immigrant children. Another photograph. And I'm reading this a little bit quickly because we're going to listen to another biography here in a little bit. The reason why I want to go over this is so we can go over the characteristics as we're reading. So in 1902, Eleanor met Franklin Roosevelt. They married on March 17th, 1905. They had 6 children. Making a difference. In 1933, Franklin became the 32nd president. This made Eleanor the First Lady. She used her title to help many people. Another photograph. And this is events in her life in order from the beginning to the latest. Franklin had been sick for many years. Traveling was hard for him, so Eleanor often traveled for him. She met people all over the country. She learned about their problems. Eleanor knew what it was like to feel weak, so she spoke for people who were treated unfairly. She helped American workers and the poor. She helped women and African Americans. In 1946, Eleanor was elected to the United Nations. Her focus was on human rights. Now she could help people around the world. So these are events that are going in order in her life. Death and legacy. Eleanor forever changed the role of the First Lady. She worked to do what was right and good. She passed away on November 7th, 1962. Here's a timeline over the events that we just read about. So let's go ahead and go back to our poster and see if we can't check off all the characteristics that we noticed. Okay, the first characteristic, why the person is important. Did we talk about why Eleanor Roosevelt was important? Yep. Also, a biography tells about the life of a real person. Was she a real person? Check. Events from the person's life. Did we learn about different things that happened in her life? Check. Information about where the person lived, worked, or traveled. Ways the person has made a difference. Did we learn why Eleanor Roosevelt made a difference? and was important? Did we notice photographs? Were the events told in order from earliest to latest? Even starts off early life, the heading. And then did we notice a timeline that showed the order of events in her life? We did. So that's what a biography is. A biography tells about the life of a real person. I hope you enjoyed this little review.